Back on, you start the tab first and then snap it back on. And then this guy is next. Just kind of grab it and kind of pull, kind of work the doorknob or the door handle a little bit to get it out. That's out. So that was 1, 2, 3 screws. Now we should be pretty much ready to get this thing out of here. Probably the harder part is getting the wires undone for these switches so you can fully remove the door panel. But it just kind of lifts up and off she comes. Pretty easy. Pretty easy. Doesn't have all those little clips around there that always break. Okay. There's the door panel. Let's set this aside. Okay, here's our speaker. This was a factory Bose system. There's no screws that hold this speaker in. There's a little tab at the top right here. You just kind of push down on it and it just comes on out. And it's got a fairly difficult plug on it. You can see that. Take something and push the little tab down and kind of push up at the same time. There. Now, that's what a factory Bose speaker looks like. Really nothing wrong with it. See, it says Bose on there. You know, it's a 2006, so you know, it lasted 15 years. Okay, so there you have it. We got the door panel off. We got that open. Now we're gonna go in to the bench and make a little wiring harness for our new speaker so that it'll just attach right to that. I'll bring you along for that. All right, here we are at the bench. We're gonna cut this like rain guard thing off of here just to make this a little easier. Just takes a second. Just run around it with the knife. Okay, now that's out of the way. As you can see, this speaker's seen better days. If you can hear this, makes a lot of noise when it's going in and out. That's all corroded. Probably had some water infiltration in there. Might need to check the seals on my windows or something. Anyway, let's get started on this. Drill out that rivet right there. Just takes a second. That should do it. Well, maybe just a hair more. Let's see if that did. Yeah, that did it. So now we got that loose. So now we can build our harness for our new speaker. Get the wire. Okay, we're gonna put this wire on here, just like so. That's on there good and permanent like. That side's hot. Okay, so let's get this back on there like we had it just a minute ago. Like so. Kind of hold it in place and go ahead and mash it again. There. Oops. Sometimes it helps if you put just a little bit of weight on your stuff to kind of hold it all in place. Doesn't take much, just a little bit. Clean our tip on our wet paper towel, little solder on there. Lay our iron up against it. Well, this side is just not cooperating. Yeah, that's a good solder joint. It's not as pretty as this side, but it'll do. I usually do better than that, but it's not a bad solder joint. It's definitely attached. Okay, now we have to attach it to our speaker here, but we gotta make sure we get the polarity correct. I'm trying to remember. I'll have to look this up real quick. Okay, we got a wiring harness all done. Now it's time to attach it to our speaker here. We're just going to solder that too. Makes it easy, no muss, no fuss. So we just kind of stick it through the hole there. Pretty easy. Okay. Got the wires in place. Negative to negative, positive to positive. Polarity is important. Now, clean our tip. Little solder on our tip. Now we're just going to come on over here. Okay. Do the same thing over here. Sorry, I can't see this any better, but we're going to lay that against the metal part, get it hot. All right, that's that. Let's have a look. Oops, that one didn't take. That one certainly did. Well, a little bit more heat. Okay, there we go. Okay, that one looks pretty good. That one is definitely soldered on there. Okay, that's our complete assembly. Harness ready to just plug right into the truck. I am going to wrap a little black tape around this before I button it up into the door. So now we're ready to go back out to the truck and install this. See how it works. See if it's fixed or not. Okay, let's get this thing connected and see there we go. Okay. Got our harness all taped up so it won't short. I know, I saved 10 bucks by making that myself. So here we go. I'm gonna kind of get this in place. Got a screw in the drill ready to go. So we're gonna go ahead and put this first screw in it. Go, there's one. Now let's loosen that up just a hair so we can move this around some. Okay, there we go. Now let's get a screw in there opposite of that one, something like that. Oops, started wandering on me. Wasn't paying attention. It's always best to start kind of slow with these little screws. Don't get them super tight, you'll warp this speaker. So you got to kind of put them in where they're not real tight. Okay. Now, slip that bit into here. Make sure these are as tight as we want them to be. Not too tight, but just right. That looks good. Okay, that's pretty tight. So the last thing you want is for this thing to rattle because you didn't get the screws tight enough. Okay, that's pretty much it. It's installed. All right, let's get the door panel put back on there. This is a good opportunity to turn it upside down and get any dirt that might be in your pocket out of there. And now we just got to plug in our window controls, door lock controls, and we'll be good to go. Gonna hold it by the handle here. Make sure and feed this wire through there best you can. And try to get it in position. Okay. Get our screws put in here. This one here first. There we go. Now she lined up. Go ahead and get that in there. Tighten it up a little bit. This little short guy that goes right here. Well, not on the ground, but right there. And one last one. The long one goes right here. Starting to cloud up out here. I hope y'all can still see what I'm doing here. Okay. Now, got this plug. Goes right over here. Stick it in and push it home. Got our light here. Wire tried to run away again. So plug that in. That end goes in first. That's that. And this guy right here got a little tab. We'll start that first. Pull out your handle a little bit. Get that tab in there. It's got a little snappy there and up at the top. There. Button. I'll find it in a minute. Now this guy, you got a little tab right here. That slips in there first. Line up the two little snappy deals. And that's that. This guy right here, we know it's unlocked. So we want the red to show. So we're going to line up snap that slot right there, goes over the pin. Okay. Found my little cap. Goes right here. There. All right, door panel's 100%. Let's see if it works.
Doing deals together as well. The earlier ones that he gets involved with get arrested at one point, so those deals kind of.
Thank you folks for tuning into this video. I really appreciate it. If you like this kind of thing and you want to see more of it, which I want to show more of it, so please hit that subscribe button and like the video. I'll be coming out with more as quick as I can. Thank you for watching.